Just to finish my my stuff with David Stockman. This is clip number 5 here. This is him noticing something that I was unaware of until I heard David Stockman point it out, that revenues to the Treasury are actually down right now, which is a leading indicator of a coming recession. And if the Fed no longer has the ability to drop interest rates any farther to stave off the recession, and if Congress, because it's run by this Republican gang of thugs who don't, I mean, whose interests don't always jive with each other, can't actually get anything done. So you're left with Donald Trump reaching out to a Japanese billionaire saying, please take some of that $50 billion, take some of that money that we send to Japan every year as part of our trade deficit, because we buy all these Japanese cars. I realize many of them are made in America, but many of them aren't. They're made in Japan, all over our highways. By the way, go to Japan sometime. You don't see American-made cars on the streets in Japan. You just don't. They make it almost impossible to import American cars into Japan. Not us. I mean, we're the village idiots on this. And so, it's not going to get fixed. And Trump, he bribes Carrier, he threatens Boeing, he brings out the CEO of SoftBank, who himself is sort of like the Donald Trump of Japan. He's the richest man in Japan. He's very flamboyant. He's always doing these big things. And in fact, a friend of mine used to work for SoftBank, and it's a very interesting company, and actually a very well-run company, a very large company. And but he brings him over here, and yeah, sure, bring $50 billion worth of Japanese money to the United States, build factories, do something, put Americans to work, and then take that profit back to Japan. What? So we're going to bribe Carrier with taxpayer money, and then we're going to encourage foreign companies to basically turn us into workers for foreign profits. This is the Trump strategy? I mean, this is all we've seen so far. And this is David Stockman kind of pointing that out in clip number 5.
People don't realize how rapidly the deficit is deteriorating and how rapidly the economy is dropping into recession. I look at the IRS, not the BLS. Revenues in the last 6 months are down by $40 billion from prior year, 2%. That's always a sign of an economy that's, heading for problems, not an economy that's somehow recovering. So if you have a weak economy and no fiscal stimulus, even close to what they're talking about,
Congress.
If you like the S&P today at 24 times earnings, you'll love it at 40 times earnings, because when we get the next recession, that's where earnings will be.
Wow. In other words, the price of stocks are going to drop in half, or roughly. So it's amazing.